Welcome back. My name is Sunil and you are watching Odoo screencast for the functional user. In this screencast, we are going through the CRM and the sales. So essentially, in the previous screencast, we have created one lead and then we have converted the lead into opportunity. And you can see this was the lead where we have dragged from new to qualified, and we have given some sort of the value the value of this lead, and the like what is the chances of this lead is going to get converted. Right now, in this screencast, we are going to see like how we can create a quotation, and then how that quotation we can share with our customer. And usually what happens, like if you are into product service product or services, if you have a certain product and services, so the chances are there sometime customer used to say like, your give me the better price, right? So in that case, what essentially company used to do is like they used to make the multiple quotation, and they used to share the quotation with the customer. So in that case, either you can just share through an email, or let's say if your customer has the access to the ERP, obviously the customer will have access to the ERP only to their documents, right? So their document, maybe their quotation, or maybe if they have ordered, they can raise a sales order, or if they have some issues, they can raise a support ticket. They can update their accounts, and they can see the all details of the business that customer has did with you, your company. Now, so what we are discussing here, the two way. The first way is either you, I mean, one is like, you are creating a quotation, and you are sending the quotation to the customer through the external email, right? And then you are negotiating with the customer, and customer is also sending responding back through their email, or maybe over the phone calls or message. So that is the one medium. The another medium is you are giving the access to the portal access to this ERP, where customer can look into the quotation which you have shared with the customer, right? So first let us start with making a new quotation. So to make a new quotation, you can see in the opportunity section here. So this is the opportunity that we have created yesterday. Now we have the new quotation option here. We can click on new quotation, and moment you click on new quotation, the details will come. Now this detail, uh, so here let's say you can give the customer name, invoice address, delivery address, quotation template you can select, and give the all details like expiration, price list, payment terms, and you can give the item, you can add the item here. So just to give, I think we have so there are two RAM. Actually, I have created one RAM just now, just to give you the demonstration like how the customer can access their quotation through an email, sorry, through the portal. So first let's have it this one, like that would be easier. Now select the payment terms, let's say 15 days, and then give the add the product. So let's say we are adding multiple products here. Now, so let's say these three product which we have added, and here you can give the terms and conditions. If you want, the terms and conditions should be automatically populated into the quotation. That provision is also there in the Odoo. In the settings and configuration, you can have the custom terms and condition, and while making the quotation, you can edit the standard terms and conditions. So that feature is also available. So let's say quantity here, you can just select the change the quantity if you want. So let's say, right, so this is let's say the three product which we have added, and then you can say save. Now if you click on save, the quotation has been saved. Now if you would like to see how the quotation is going to look like, you can click on the print option which you can see in the center of the screen, and you have the first option called quotation and order. So if you click on quotation and order, you will get a PDF file downloaded in the system, and then you can open it to see how the quotation is look like. So this is how the quotation look like, right? So you can have your address, the customer address, quotation number, date, expiration, and who is making the quotation, and all sort of product details with the terms condition, and obviously you have the footer here. So this is how quotation is going to look like, and you can send this quotation to the customer through an email. So how you can send through an email, there is an option called send message. So if you going to uh, send the quotation through an email, you can send through the email also. This recipient's details will come automatically if you have the email ID of your customer added into the lead. So make sure you are adding the all details of your customer precisely, so that it would be easy to communicate with your customer. And here you can see like one option, like even the attachment of a quotation will also come here. Attachment is not coming because like you don't have the email ID associated with this customer. And you can see this particular instance I'm running on the local machine. And the another thing is like you have the template option here for your email. So if you go and click on this template, so you can use the multiple template uh, for your communication. So in fact, if you want to use your custom template, you can go to the configuration and you can create your own custom template for your requirement, and you can send the quotation from here. Now post sending the quotation, like which we have discussed in the earlier screencast, keep regularly using the log note section, where you can update what are the communication has happened over the message or over the phone calls, so that your colleague would be knowing like what is the status of this proposal. And obviously if you have any specific documents to be added into this proposal, like the proposal details or some other details, you can add those documents here by selecting from your local machine. And you can also schedule the activity for the next follow-ups here. So let's say you have to email the customer, you have to call meeting or to do reminder or anything, or if you see something which you don't see here, in this drop down you can have your custom activity type. And also you can select like set like what should be the next follow-up activity. So all those customization options are available, but these are more than enough for the basic use, right? And you can select your due date, and you can also have assigned to yourself or your colleague, and you can say schedule. So this is how you can schedule the activity. So this was the one way where you can make the quotation and share the quotation to the customer. Now if you go into the pipeline, you still see this particular lead which is into qualified section. Now since you have already proposed this to the customer, you just drop it into the proposition, so that you will have a very clear picture, like this is the status of the lead. Right now, so I mean like this, let's say if customer is requesting for the next quotation with the better price. So let's say here you have given the price of this whiteboard item as 1000, So instead of that, let's say you are giving it 900. So, and if you would like to replicate the same quotation for the customer, so there is an option called duplicate. So here you can see just next to the print option action, and below the action you have the duplicate option here. Click on the duplicate, and you can just change the price to 900, right? So all the item, everything will get added automatically. Now this let's say this is the quotation which customer said yes. Now that quotation, if say yes, you can say confirm, so that the quotation has been confirmed by the customer, and this will become the sales order. If customer has confirmed, then this become the sales order. So if you go and print once again and see how does it look like. So now you can see earlier it was quotation, right? Now you can see the order. So this is the difference between quotation and the order. So once the quotation is confirmed, that become the sales order. Now this sales order, now obviously if you are working for a company, maybe the sales order and the quotation will be developed and sent by other team member. Now here we are covering like how you can have the entire workflow from the lead to the quotation and the sales, right? Sales quotation and the sales order. So this was the one way where you can make the quotation and you can share the quotation with the customer through an email, and if customer is expecting the revised quotation, you can duplicate and you can share once again. Now I will show you the another way of sharing the quotation with the customer through the portal access. So let's say we are going to the my quotation again, and here we are saying like create new quotation, and this time since we are going to create it, give the access to the customer, we can select who have the access. So I have just now created this user, and I have given the portal access to this user. Now I can select the payment terms and I can select the items. So let's say this item, and let's say 200, and I'm selecting another item, and let's say here 10. So and I'm selecting another item here. Now let's say 20. All these are the, let's say, the dummy price. I'm just updating in this quotation terms and condition, right? Now you can save this. Now once you save, you would like to see how the quotation is gonna look like to the customer when they are going to see in the portal, right? So you go and click on customer preview, and when you click on the customer preview, they will have something like this, right? So they can see the total amount of the quotation, and they can see the quotation number, all the details, and about the company. These things are customizable. You can customize these things based on what exactly you would like to populate to the customer portal, and obviously these details are customizable, and these details are coming from the ERP, and here customer can accept and sign, or if they would like to give a feedback. So let's say need a revised quotation. Now let's say if customer is giving this feedback, now you can have this feedback within the system. So if you go to the my quotation, and if you open that quotation once again, you will have the feedback which was given by the customer. Now if you would like to see how the customer can see from their portal instead of customer preview, so let me show you. So this I have opened into incognito mode, and let me see if I have the details or not. Okay, this account is not yet activated by the customer. So but essentially this is how customer is going to see the quotation, and if they would like to confirm the quotation, so accept and sign. So there is a option where the customer can sign also. So let's say I'm, as a customer, I'm just signing here and say accept and sign. The order is not a state required customer signature. This is not in a state requiring customer signature. Yes, maybe we haven't let me see what why this uh, option is coming. Let's go to the quotation and open that quotation, and here let's say sent by the email. If you see, so this is the quotation is coming to send through an email, and okay, so because that error is coming because like I have logged in through the my account itself instead of customer account, and I'm signing on behalf of customer, which is not fair. So that's why that error is coming. So you can go and you can have the customer to see the quotation and sign the quotation from their account instead of you are signing on behalf of your customer. So this is how the customer will see the quotation from their account in the system. And like this, if you would like to have the all of your customers would have the access to the ERP, obviously their documents, so they can have the access. And this Odoo has the beautiful way of managing the permission structure. So you don't have to worry about like whether the customer is viewing the other document, others document or not. They won't have access to other document, right? So this is how you can share the quotation to the customer through the portal access, and customer can communicate with the company, and you can share the revised quotation, and you can get the deal done by using the Odoo CRM in the Odoo ERP. Thank you so much once again for watching this screencast. See you in the next one.